Ahlan wa sahlan, marhaban bikum. Welcome to our free demo, Bintu Adnaan Academy, Classical Arabic in Modern Times. www.bintuadnaan.com. Today we are going to learn how to ask about something in the Arabic language. There are many ways that we can ask about something in the Arabic language. But today we are going to learn in particular how to ask about something that does not have intellect. We are also going to learn how to point to something that is near to us, that is masculine, and that is singular. Here we have a house. We know that a house does not have intellect. Therefore, if we want to ask about this house, if we want to ask, what is this? We're going to use the word ma. Second, this house is singular, it's masculine, and it's near to us. So to point to this thing, we're going to say هذا. So if I want to say, what is this in the Arabic language as it pertains to this house, I would say ما هذا. Once again, ما هذا. So I asked the question, ما هذا? What is this? Now we are going to learn how to answer this question. Once again, I'm pointing to something that is near to me, that is singular and masculine. So I am going to start off my sentence by saying, هذا, this is. Now, to say house in the Arabic language, we use the word بيتٌ. بيتٌ. This means house in the Arabic language. So to put it all together, we want to say this is a house. So we would say هذا بيتٌ. Once again, هذا بيتٌ. Here we have a mosque. Once again, we want to ask, what is this? So we would say, once again, ما هذا. ما هذا. Now we want to answer the question, ما هذا, with هذا مسجد. هذا مسجد. This is a mosque. Here we have a door. We want to ask, what is this? So what do we say? That's right. We say, ما هذا. Once again, ما هذا. Now we are going to answer the question once again. The question was, ما هذا. To say door in the Arabic language, we use the word باب. باب. So we answer the question of ما هذا with, that's right, you got it again. هذا باب. هذا باب. Here we have a book. So what are we going to say if we want to ask, what is this? That's correct. ما هذا. ما هذا. Now we are going to answer the question, but first we need to learn how to say book in the Arabic language. We say book by saying kitabun. 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 So now we are able to answer the question now that we know how to say book in the Arabic language. So we say هذا كتاب. هذا كتاب. Here we have a pen. We want to ask, what is this? We say ما هذا. ما هذا. To say pen in the Arabic language, we say قلم. قلم. So to answer the question of ما هذا, we say هذا قلم. هذا قلم. Here we have a key. We want to ask, what is this? We say ما هذا. ما هذا. To say key in the Arabic language, we use the word مفتاح. مفتاح. So to answer the question of ما هذا, here we say هذا مفتاح. هذا مفتاح. Here we have a desk. To ask what this is, we say, that's correct, ما هذا. ما هذا. And just to review the principles that we went over in the beginning of this lesson, I would like to ask a few questions. First question, why are we using the word ma? That's correct. We are using the word ma because this desk does not have intellect. The second question I would like to ask is, why are we using the word هذا? That is correct as well. We are using the word هذا because we are pointing to something that is close to us, as well as masculine, as well as singular. So to ask about something that doesn't have intellect, we use ma. Also, if we are pointing to something that is near to us, masculine and singular, we use the word هذا. So to ask, what is this? In this particular instance, we say ما هذا. The word desk in the Arabic language is مكتب. مكتب. So now we are able to answer the question that was asked previously. And we'll respond by saying هذا مكتب. هذا مكتب. In order to advance in our Arabic, we have to use Arabic as much as possible. So in an effort to increase our Arabic understanding, I'm going to try to use as less English as possible, due to the fact that by now we should have this concept down pat, as well as these pictures are pretty self-explanatory. So we know how to say what is this, we know what the picture is showing us, and we know how to answer by saying this is in Arabic, and then mentioning that name in Arabic. So from now on, we're going to try to use as less English as possible and just rely on our Arabic if we can. ما هذا. ما هذا. هذا سرير. هذا سرير. ما هذا؟ ما هذا؟ هذا كرسي. هذا كرسي. ما هذا؟ هذا قميص. هذا قميص. ما هذا؟ هذا نجم. هذا نجم. Here we are going to introduce a new principle. And this principle is how to ask a question about something in particular or about a sentence in whole. Here I want to ask, is this a house? In order to ask about this whole sentence or about this thing in particular, we use a hamza. This hamza in the Arabic language is called hamzatul istifham. We're not going to go into depth on this because our object here is just to understand what is going on and not to confuse anyone. But we need to know how to ask this question. So this thing that we have here is called a hamza. It's called a hamza in the Arabic language. So to ask, is this a house? We say, أهذا بيت. Notice that the hamza is pronounced sort of like the short A in the English language. أهذا بيت. Is this a house? Here we are going to learn how to say yes or no. The question was, is this a house? We know that this is not a house. So now we need to know how to say no. In the Arabic language, we say no by using the word la. Once again, to say no in the Arabic language, we use the word la. And we just put this word in front of what we want to say it is. So the question was, is this a house? We want to say no, this is a masjid. Since we know how to say this is a masjid or this is a mosque, we say la هذا مسجد. No, this is a mosque. Here, it's the same principle. So once again, we say أهذا مفتاح. And since this is not a miftahun, we say لا هذا قلم. Once again, لا هذا قلم. No, this is a pen. أهذا قميص. Here is something a little different. We learned how to say no previously. But here the question was, أهذا قميص. And we know that this is a قميص. So now we need to learn how to say yes. In the Arabic language, to say yes, we use the word na'am. Once again, we use the word Na'am. So to say yes, this is a shirt, we say Na'am. هذا قميص. أهذا نجم؟ نعم هذا نجم. Once again, نعم هذا نجم. This concludes our lesson for today. If you enjoyed learning with us today and would like to continue, please visit us at www.bintuadnaan.com. That's www.bintuadnaan.com. Thank you.